I Googled it and I found this page and there were like 29 subscribed. I even subscribed. You know what? I'll unsubscribe today. I can't believe them, sis, man.
So can I tell you what happens?
Hmm.
When you type Sipokazi Nxumalo, it takes
Yeah.
you straight to that page, not my page. So you can't go onto my page unless you've got a link. And the link is on my bio in my Instagram. It's horrible.
Okay.
And I don't know how to deal with it.
Okay, so we're live now.
Okay.
All right, let's get started. Active FM, where Christ music has always been. Hard music and radio has never been better. It is your girl, Jamie Musadi. But today, I am not alone. And for once, it is not my partner in crime. It is not Mindeni, the long-awaited. We are here with Sipokazi Nxumalo herself, former leader of the Soweto Gospel Choir. She is a mom. I mean, talk about killing it. She has recently released a debut album, and I have the privilege of interviewing her. Sipokazi, how are you?
Hi, Jamie. I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
You know what? It is a privilege on our side to have you, to interview you. And by the way, this is my first interview.
Wow, you're doing very well.
Yeah, you've made history here in my life. I'm telling you now. Hey? So I've got a couple of questions for Sipokazi, but we're going to get to know you a little bit first, right? So my first question is about your name. We know you as SK. What's this SK? So my brothers, well, he never calls me Jemima. He never calls me Jamie for some reason, but he has his own name to me. He calls me Gemma. Most of the time he'll call me Jay. What are the other affectionate names that you might have at home?
So my full name is actually Sipokazi. Sipokazi. But when we were traveling with Soweto Gospel Choir, because the crew and some of the people that we worked with were from overseas, countries like Australia, they struggled to say my name. They'd say Sipokazi, Sipulazi, Kakumazi, horrible name. So we just decided to just use the abbreviation SK. So people call me Sposhnosh, Pokololo, but SK is the one.
Yeah, man. Okay, that's so sweet. I guess you never grow out of those little names, hey? You never grow out of it. And then just for our international listeners, I have a thing for African names because African names always have the most beautiful meanings, if you ask me. So what does Sipokazi mean?
So Sipokazi is a Xhosa name, which means a big gift. So Sipo means a gift, and then the Kazi means big. So Sipokazi, a big gift.
A big gift. That is so sweet. That is such a pretty name. That is such a pretty name. And then you named your debut album Uhambo Lwam. So why did you choose that name of all things?
So Uhambo Lwam is Xhosa for my journey. The album is basically my journey in the music industry, my journey with everything that I've done basically from being a child. It's songs, some of the songs are songs that I grew up singing at home with the family during the prayer altar. Some of the songs are songs that I wrote when traveling abroad with the choir. So it's basically my music journey. I've been in the industry for about 17, 18 years.
Wow.
So it's a collection of songs that mean something to me, some that I've written, some are covers, some are hymns, but basically my journey in the industry.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is amazing. So as you're just speaking about some of the songs you listened to as a child. So I know for me, like we loved our gospel music, but I think our parents kind of ruined it for us. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but you'd wake up on a public holiday with plans to go out. And Sis Rebecca Malupe would be blaring in the speakers, and then it's time to spring clean. There's no going out, nothing. Has that ever happened to you?
So that's my mom. That was my mom. Like even on a Sunday morning, you can't say, "Mommy, I'm sick. I'm not going to church." She's just gonna put up that Shirley Caesar, lift up the volume, and everybody wakes up. And it's Sunday. I need to make my bed, get my church clothes together. So it was that vibe. Just
Yeah, I
like,
think
yeah, your Alvin Slaughters, your Rebecca Molope, grew up listening to all of that.
Dr. Dube. Yes, all back, way back in the days. So I've got a couple of questions though about your music, right? So you've got like an amazing booming voice. You've got such a big
Thank
voice.
you.
You could actually make it as a secular artist, but then why have you decided to rather go through the gospel route?
I think I relate more with gospel because firstly I'm a Christian, and I feel
Mhm.
like for me gospel is ministry. Gospel music and gospel singing is ministry on its own, because when you say gospel, it's the good news. So I feel like somewhat I am a preacher. I'm just doing it through song. So for me, I'm comfortable because I'm a child of God, and it's for me it's an expression of my love for Him. And I feel that the message in my music is one to uplift, to cheer people up, to bring hope, and to pass a message of encouragement. So
Yeah.
for me, the best platform or the best genre to do that would be gospel.
That's great. So it's okay. So just a little question for anyone who's maybe wanting to get out there and they're not sure whether they should do gospel. Do you have any insights, any advice?
I think go for it. I think the best thing though would be to really have a relationship with God, because I feel with gospel music you can't take people to a place you haven't been to. You can't really sing about a God
Yeah.
that you don't know. So definitely just fix that relationship with God, read the Bible, and I think go for it. And there's so many platforms. We've got Joy Celebration, Spirit of Praise Choir, Swane Choir, Soweto Gospel Choir, if you're afraid of going solo initially. So there's still those platforms where they can groom you and you can actually grow into it.
That's okay, okay, okay. And then you've got a song on there called Jesus. Tell us a little bit about that track.
So Jesus is my single that I've recently released. I'm so excited about it. It's called Jesus, I Love Calling Your Name. It's a cover song that I've done from the album Wambo Lwam. And the message in the song is just a message to say, you know what, in these times that we're in and with everything that we're going through, we can actually call on the name of Jesus. This is
Mm.
the best time for us to do so, especially with
Yeah,
everything that's happening around the world,
yes.
you know. So I felt that now was the right time for me to drop that single. And I've been receiving beautiful response from people. They are loving it.
And so, as well, I just wanted to ask you, I see that you also feel very strongly about supporting local artists. So, are there any local artists that you would like to collaborate with? And also, what is on your playlist right now? Like, what are you listening to?
So I'm currently working with the Jesus Collective, and in the Jesus Collective, we sing with people like Ndogozo Mbambo. So in terms of collabs, oh my gosh, I would die if I could collab with her. There's also a brother of mine in the collective. His name is Spencer Kennedy. I would love to do something with him as well. So definitely those two. Currently on my playlist, I'm listening to a whole lot of stuff. Hey. I was listening to Kiera Sheard recently. She's released an album, and there's this song that's called Something Has to Break. Oh,
Mm,
she's killing it.
its
She's
own.
killing it. Yeah, she's killing it.
Oh,
So definitely, yeah, so definitely I think with the pandemic, I'm really also looking for music that speaks to my heart and my soul. So I'm listening to a lot of gospel. I'm listening to elevation worship. I'm listening
yes.
to Phil Thompson. I'm listening to Miranda Curtis, locally, Lebusi Kgobela, Dakindo. So yeah, definitely a lot of gospel.
Well, I also often well, something I often say is that high school drama is overrated. I feel like we can all agree that high school was just overrated. What do you wish you knew when you were 20 that you have now learned to know? So a little something if you just knew in advance.
That their opinions actually don't matter as much as I thought they
Wow.
did.
Sure.
There was so much pressure to look like, to dress a certain way, have your hair a certain way. And now that I'm older, I realize that, oh my gosh, I wasted so much time trying to make a group of people, or, certain people at school that didn't even care about Sipokazi, but because of the peer pressure. you know. So definitely a message to young people would be, do what works for you. Sometimes your uniqueness is what sets you apart. That's what makes you
Mm-hmm.
special. Maybe that's what people are going to be attracted to. The uniqueness in your style, the uniqueness in your voice, the uniqueness in your hair,
I
the
actually wanted
uniqueness
to
in your
ask about
sound,
that.
in your gifting.
Yeah.
Yes, in your gifting. I don't believe, and I feel like there's so many colors to the rainbow. I don't want to
Mm.
sound or look like anybody else. You know, if you
Yeah.
orange, be orange. Don't try to be green or blue. Brighten the
Mm.
corner where you are. You're wonderfully, you're fearfully made. You're awesome as you are. Own it and step up.
Yes. So speaking about being unique in style and so on, like I saw your Instagram page and some of the things you're wearing, and I was like, where does this lady shop? So where do you shop? Tell us about your style. Do you have any tips? And where does all this confidence come from?
No, can I be honest with you? So because I'm plus size, I know that I can't really wear things that a size 32 or a size 30 would wear. So I look, at my figure and I see what suits me, what suits the shape of my body, my bust, my waist. So I make sure that I dress according to my shape, firstly. And I also want to be trendy, bright colors. Don't be afraid. Like even right now, I've got a red lipstick, just do colors that pop, so I'm out there. And I think with the confidence, I actually found my confidence in the word of God because I struggled a lot with the weight. There were times when I felt that platforms didn't deserve me because I was big. And there were times when I felt like, yo, I really am unworthy because I'm plus size. Until I got to a point where I the Bible. So I define myself by who God says I am rather than what
Mm.
man says I am.
Okay. Well, our interview is quickly coming to an end, unfortunately. But just before we go, where can we find your music? Where you've got a YouTube channel? Where can we find it?
Okay, so my music is available on all digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, available to download. On social media platforms, I am there. Sipokazi, Nxumalo. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I've recently just started a YouTube channel. I just want my following to grow because I've got amazing followers. So on YouTube, they can follow me on my channel as well. That's Sipokazi without the H. Sipokazi, Nxumalo.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Fogazi.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so to the Active FM team, you heard it from Fogazi herself. You guys can go and check out her music on YouTube. I'm sorry, you can check out her music on Spotify, on iTunes, and don't forget she's got an Instagram account. So this is Jamie Musadi, and I'm not alone. I'm here with Fogazi, but we are signing out. Peace out and God bless.
Bye.